What is up, YouTube? It is Die Hard giving you our DHPro gaming video on Tuesdays here, and today I'm going to talk about our breakdown wrestling um, kind of YouTube pay-per-view thing we got going on. Okay, so it's pretty cool. We finished up the recording or a lot of the recording stuff last week, and so we're I finished up editing on Sunday I finished up editing. It took all day. I woke up in the morning. I didn't get to bed until um, kind of late last night, kind of or Sunday night, kind of not late, but it was pretty late. And I was gonna do a wrestling gameplay, but I was like, nah, you know what? They get plenty of that. What you know from the show itself. So what I did, Call of Duty gameplay here. Me and my LMGs, we go hard. I think I went 29 and 6 in this gameplay with the QBB or something like that, or Q88, or I don't know, the LSW. I know that, and so just kind of throwing that out there. The show is done. If you watch our wrestling show, you will be able to catch the breakdown pay-per-view type event on Sunday. It'll be available Sunday morning, and lo and behold, the actual WWE Royal Rumble is this Sunday as well on the 27th. So that's pretty cool. We did it right in sync with it, which is pretty awesome. Um, but like I said, I mean, this I'm so glad we're myself and Samararo and everybody in in the power plant. We're all glad that we finally finished up the breakdown Rumble pay per view because it was literally a month and a half headache. Trying to get everything done and all that good stuff and trying to do everything that needed to be done to make sure it could get done. So we're really glad that it's done and we're really happy with what turned out, and so we think that you guys are going to enjoy watching it and all that good stuff and just things like that. And I'm gonna maybe I'll put up a pie chart in this video, but I just want you guys to realize the time constraints of what we do compared to what other places do. And so we of course do a weekly show. Okay, so every week, every Friday, there's a new show available. And then we're also adding some new stuff in February. So that's going to be, a little bit more hectic on top of what we already do. And so this is kind of. I'm not going to do the pie chart because this gameplay was very good and I love this gameplay. But this is kind of the process that it takes. We have. We record our shows 1 week in advance. Okay, so we know, like, everybody on the roster already knows who won the week before. They just watch the show to see what all happened on the show, and that's fine. I love that they want to watch the show and see all the excitement and all that good stuff. But a lot of people don't realize that it takes 1 day of full editing, like just one solid day. That's why when somebody tells you it takes 200 plus hours to edit a show, they're incorrect because I'm able to get it done in about between 8 and 12 hours, depending on, of course, the content that needs to be made available. But so that's kind of that breakdown, and I want you to take this into account too. I'm married. I have a 6-year-old son. I'm 25 years old. So when people say, well, people that make these videos have no lives or they give up their social lives, not only do I still have my social life, but I have my family life. I've got my wife, my son, you know, my family, my Xbox friends, of course, which are those that are associated with the power plant, and then I have, my outside of Xbox friends that I work on cars and all that good stuff, and I jam out to music with things like that. So when somebody says that it takes so much time and you can't have a social life when you run like a league or a fed or anything, they're incorrect because I managed to do it just fine. And the Lord knows, okay? Everybody that knows me knows this, but I'm horrible with time management. I mean, I will lose track of time so quickly, and it's almost funny because I'll get so wrapped up doing something, and people are like, "Well, how are you able to get these shows out every week? Truth be told, I don't even know anymore. It all becomes a blur after when we start editing and stuff, and so it's always an exciting adventure. The Call of Duty videos and like the gameplay videos from like other games other than the wrestling stuff that isn't a full show. It's just these quick commentaries. These are like some of the easiest things to do because all we have to do is just talk over this. We don't have to put in cut scenes or anything like that. We can just take the raw recorded footage, you know, cut out the loading screens or whatever, and then we're good. That's pretty much it. So these are like this is the easy stuff. I wish that we would have started doing these kind of commentaries in the first place and maybe never did the wrestling show stuff, but I love the wrestling show stuff because it gives us an opportunity to go out there and show our creative expertise, I guess. And like I said, I went 29-6 in this gameplay, so I was really happy with that. But so we're gonna wrap this video up. I know I kind of rambled a little bit, guys, but just be ready. Breakdown is coming. It will be available on January 27th. So I will see you guys. Christopher Billings and Tyson Sage will see you guys at Breakdown and all that good stuff. And we're glad that you guys watch. Again, I love that you guys watch. You make my day. You really do. And then big props out to Creator X and Full Screen for, of course, partnering us and making us literally what we are now. So so thank you to everybody that whether you're a lover, a hater, or just an in-betweener, it doesn't matter. Um, I love all of you, even those that give brash negativity with no reason, rhyme or reason to it. We still love all of you and all that good stuff, and we're gonna continue to upload content uh, almost every day for you guys. That's just the way it is. That's our plan, and that's what we're going to do. So I hope you enjoyed my playthrough here. It was Team Deathmatch on Hijacked with my LMG. I'm Diehard, and I will see you guys later.